a symbol of the nations. Are you all with me? If you're with me, say amen. Matter of fact, it says peoples, multitudes, nations, and tongues. So at the very time when the famine touches down and men no longer have access to hearing the word of the Lord, no longer are hearing words of encouragement, words of hope, words of invitation to embrace the Lamb of God that can take away the sins of the world. The scripture says men will begin to wander from nation to nation. They'll go to every kindred, tongue, and people. Don't you find that interesting? Don't you find that interesting? Let me explain to you why I think that you should find it interesting. When probation closes, men and women will spend the money that they're hoarding in their bank accounts. Men and women will be willing to spend the money that they are now wasting on fashion. Men and women will be willing to spend the money that they're now wasting on trying to get a luxurious car. Men and women will spend the money that they spend on frivolous, worthless things, but they refuse to give it to the service of the living God so that souls might be saved in the kingdom of God. In that hour, oh, yes, men will spend their money to travel to every nation, kindred, tongue, and people to hear a word from God and shall not find it. Why? Probation is closed. It's so interesting because right now probation is not closed. Are you with me so far? Probation right now is open and free for all of us to accept the invitation of salvation, which is in Jesus and Jesus alone. And the scripture tells us in Revelation chapter 14 and verse 6 how wide and far that invitation is going. Revelation 14:6, you should know this one by heart. In Revelation 14:6, the Bible says, and I saw another angel flying in the what? It's the heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell upon the earth, listen closely, and to every nation, kindred, tongue, and people. Do you see that the everlasting gospel now is going to sea to sea? Are you following so far? But when the gospel is no longer being preached, when the invitation to embrace the Lamb of God is no longer there, then men will start moving like angels. Fallen angels. Then men will want to go to every nation, kindred, tongue, and people to hear the gospel message. But they shall not find it. And after they start their pursuit from sea to sea to hear that everlasting gospel that will go to the nations, the Bible says when they have no success in that direction, the next thing they will do is they will go to the north. Why the north? Go with me to the book of Psalm chapter 48. Psalm chapter 48, begin with me at verse 1. In Psalm the 48th division, we're looking at the first verse now. Psalm 48, looking at verse 1. The scripture declares simply but clearly, great is the Lord, and greatly to be praised, in the city of our God, in the mountain of his holiness. Listen closely. Beautiful for situation, the joy of the whole earth is Mount Zion, on the sides of the north, the city of the great what? King. Now, brothers and sisters, listen. If you have a city and you have a king, you gotta have a throne. Am I correct? So they're making their appeals to the throne of God. Hold on a second. Before I go any further, do you know something interesting about the holy place? Do you know anything about the holy place? Let me give you some geographical coordinates concerning the sanctuary. You enter the sanctuary from the east. Are you following right now? But when you get into the holy place, well, in the south, you have the candlestick. Going towards the west, you have the altar of incense. Guess what piece of furniture is found in the north? Guess which piece of furniture is in the north? The table of showbread. Isn't it interesting that when the famine touches down in the land, now people want bread? Are you following so far? Now they want bread, so they'll go to the north. The table of showbread, my friends, it had two crown moldings on the top of it, symbolic of the Father and the Son sharing the throne. Are you following so far? So men and women will be running to that throne that you heard so beautifully sung about earlier, that throne that we're told we should go and pray now. Pray now, go to the throne now. The throne is there for us now. Thank God for the Spirit of the Lord. Go to the throne now. Men and women will be going to the throne. Why? They heard something about the throne. Are you following so far? See, if you go with me to the book of Revelation, matter of fact, not Revelation, Hebrews. Go with me to Hebrews. Hebrews chapter 4. Start at verse 14. Hebrews chapter 4, starting at verse 14. In Hebrews chapter 4, starting at the 14th verse, the Bible makes this statement. Seeing that we have what? I'm going to wait for you to get there. I'll be kind to you. I'll be kind. Amen? I know we haven't been studying our Bibles as we should. Have mercy. Are you with me so far? Are you there with me in your Bible? In Hebrews chapter 4, we're starting at verse 4. You're there now. It says, seeing then that we have a great high priest which is passed into the heavens, Jesus, the Son of God, let us hold fast our what? Profession. For we have not an high priest which cannot be touched with the feelings of our infirmities, but was at all points tempted like as who? Like as who? Like as we are, yet without sin. My friends, listen, before we go to verse 16, I need you to really consider verse 15. Verse 15 is critical. Verse 15 is critical because verse 15 actually determines how to respond to verse 16. Did you hear what I just said? Verse 15 is critical to your response to verse 16. Verse 15 tells us something about our high priest. It says we don't have a high priest which cannot be touched with the feelings of our infirmities. In all points, like as we are, he was tempted with sin. Let me tell you something. When you need help, you'd like to go to somebody that understands your condition or somebody that has no understanding of your condition. Like for instance, if you want marriage counseling, do you go to somebody that's been... Am I right? Without me saying it, you already know what I'm going with this, right? So you just go to the first single person, I need marriage counseling. You need counseling after that marriage counseling. Are you with me right now? Brothers and sisters, listen. The concept that's being presented to us here in Hebrews chapter 14 and verse 15 is this. Listen, God wants us to understand that our high priest is one that intricately comprehends the human experience.
Amen.
Matter of fact, the scripture says, in all things he was made like unto his brethren. The scripture says in Hebrews chapter 2, I believe it's verse 16. Let me make sure I give you the right scripture. Go with me in your Bible quickly there. Hebrews chapter 2. Hebrews chapter 2. Verse 16. That's correct. It says, for he took not on him the nature of angels, but he took on him the seed of Abraham. Now, God just came down here as God. Are you with me so far? If God just came down here as God, you might be able to sit back and say, yeah, of course he was perfect. He was God. I'm just a human being. And how hopeful would you feel? Have you ever watched it? I'm going to appeal to your humanity right now. Have you ever seen these before and after videos before? Come on, I know you don't act like, don't make me go on Facebook and Instagram and find each one of them. Have you ever seen these before and after things before? And you see the person, they were like, and then they were, right? Right, am I right? And you see those things, and when you see them, you think to yourself, I have hope! Am I right? Brothers and sisters, am I correct? Yes. That's exactly what God is trying to show us here. Are you understanding the concept? We don't have a high priest which cannot be touched with the feelings of infirmities. He understands the weakness that abides within fallen human nature. He didn't take upon himself the nature of angels. He took upon himself the seed of Abraham. He took upon himself the human nature that was weakened by sin, but empowered by the Spirit of God.
Amen.
And he says, because we can understand that Jesus knows. He knows what it is to tremble when the flesh is being agitated. You don't believe it? Just look through the Garden of Gethsemane, Matthew chapter 26. His flesh was trembling. If you don't believe it, he said, Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. His humanity did not want to embrace that cup. But he said, nevertheless, not. But as thou wilt. See, that's the mind of Christ. A mind that denies the fallen human nature, but surrenders to the will of divinity. Are you with me so far? Yes. Brothers and sisters, the scripture says, it's not as if he's not touched with the feelings of our infirmities. In all points likewise we are. He himself was tempted with sin. So therefore he says, come boldly. Doesn't it make sense now? Yes. Because if I understand that you went through everything that I'm going through right now, I feel more comfortable coming to you and telling you, I'm going through it right now. You know how it is. Scripture says, come boldly to the throne of grace, that you might obtain mercy and grace to help you in your time of need. Brothers and sisters, right now, come boldly. Because very shortly from now, many people will come boldly, but they will find no mercy. Because there'll be a famine in the land. And see, it is evident that these people, at one point in time, they had to hear the message about a great high priest. They had to hear the message concerning the fact that God is now sitting, mediating, interceding, pleading for the salvation of mankind. And now, in this hour of their great need, they make their pleas to Jesus. Lord, help me. I need mercy. I need grace. But it's too late because there's a famine in the land. Why? Because a transition has taken place in the ministry of Christ. What are we talking about? Revelation chapter 15. That's what we're talking about. Go there with me now. Revelation chapter 15. In Revelation chapter 15, looking with me at verse 8. The Bible says something is getting ready to happen in the sanctuary, brothers and sisters. Something is getting ready to happen in the throne room of God. And all of the people of God must intelligently understand this issue. The scripture says in Revelation 15 and verse 8, and the temple was filled with smoke. The temple what? From the glory of God and from his power, and no man was able to enter into the temple till the 7 plagues of the 7 angels were fulfilled. Very shortly from now, the angels will let the winds loose. You know why? Because the temple will be filled with smoke. When the temple is filled with smoke, the Bible says no man can enter into the temple. That lets me know that there's been a transition in the work of Jesus Christ. Because the Bible tells us in 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 5, you can turn your scriptures there quickly. 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 5 concerning Jesus. 1 Timothy chapter 2, beginning at verse 5. For the sake of time, I'm going to proceed forward. The scripture says there, for we have one God and one mediator between God and man, the man Christ Jesus. Brothers and sisters, listen. Jesus Christ, right now, as our high priest, he stands as a glorified man in the heavenly sanctuary. Did you hear that? Yes. Listen, when the Bible told us in John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, God doesn't give the way that we give. When God gives, he gives. He gave us his son, and his son is forever ours. That's why Jesus said. That's why Jesus said. He's not ashamed to be called our brother. Amen. He stands as a representative of the human race, but he is in a glorified human form. Are you with me right now? But the Bible says even the man, Christ Jesus, in that hour will not be in the sanctuary because no man will be there. Are you with me so far? And if the man Christ Jesus is not there, and he's the only medium by which we gain access to the Father, as he clearly declared in John 14 and verse 6, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. If Jesus has stepped out, there's no way for a man to find entrance into the presence of the Father. Amen. That means in that hour we can pray are blue in the face, and our prayers will not go higher than the ceilings that we find ourselves kneeling under. Because the temple of God will be filled with smoke. Why? The Bible says the temple will be filled with smoke, and no man will enter that temple again until the 7 plagues of the 7 angels are fulfilled. Just to give you a little bit more context, let's talk about these 7 plagues of the 7 angels. Go to Revelation 15 and verse 1. In Revelation 15 and verse 1. In Revelation 15 and verse 1, the Bible says, and there appeared another sign in heaven, great and marvelous. 7 angels having what? 7 angels having a what? The 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of God. So when the 7 last plagues are being poured out, what will simply be transpiring is the pouring out of the wrath of God on planet Earth. And the scriptures are very clear that there is an event, an issue that must come to fruition before the commencing of the pouring out of the wrath of God. Are you following what I just stated? What is that issue? It's in Revelation 14 and verse 9. And because we should know it, I'll just say it. And the third angel followed, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of what? Of God, which is poured out without mixture into his cup of indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Brothers and sisters, when the plagues are being poured out, it's the wrath of God that's being poured out. And the wrath of God will commence after the legislating of the mark of the beast. Let me speak with clarity. After Sunday as a day of rest, after Sunday as a day to be revered and honored as a day for rest, is legislated. Is what? Legislated. At that point, men and women will have to make very clear, distinct, and final decisions concerning their position. Either they will stand, or either you will stand with the Lord of Sabbath and hold fast to the commandments of God and the testimony of Jesus Christ, or you will capitulate. You will bow down. You will be a coward. You will concede. And you'll embrace the mark of the beast. Why? Because you want to continue to pay the car note. You will take the mark of the beast. Why? So you can continue to take care of the house. You will take the mark of the beast. Why? Because you have more faith in man than in God. When every person makes their conclusive decision to either stand on the side of righteousness and truth, or to stand on the side of man,